Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kids World. Before we start, make sure y'all hit the follow button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. You see it down there, Kids World Entertainment. Definitely follow me on Kids World 1 on Twitch. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoy this video. We're about to get started here. I know y'all seen this. Absolutely ridiculous. Y'all see this? Who does he think he is? So now he thinks he's the Lord. He thinks he's Jesus. What are we doing? Like, okay, because we're going to get into this. I don't know how many of you out there understand or believe in the Christian faith, but this right here is why we say that we're coming to an end. Tribulation period is right around the corner. Rapture is right around the corner because of this. This is what you call an antichrist. Can I say that on Twitch? This is what you call complete heresy. This is one of our world leaders portraying himself as the divine one. Like, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out what's going on here. And he ended up deleting the tweet just like he ended up deleting the monkeys. I don't know. Personally, I really think he does this for attention. It's all distractions, but it's all the same at the same time. I mean, no matter why you did this, it's crazy. I would never. Clearly, you're trying to get struck down with lightning. Yes. This is highly accurate. Trump is a complete false idol because you have Christians who are shilling for this guy, trying to convince the rest of the world that he's some kind of godsend, like he's some kind of representative of Christianity. I remember during his first term, there forums and groups of Christians who believe that this dude is literally divine. So I mean, this is highly accurate. This is a highly accurate depiction of what we're seeing with this dude. Dude barely got a brain anymore. Is deteriorating by the day. He's very old. He's completely lost it. It's so embarrassing being American these days. You know, it's crazy because it slightly is. Like, if you talk to just about any other foreign nation at this point, it's the first thing they're completely cooking us right now because we just look so ridiculous in our home country. They don't know what's going on except for Trump, guns, the entertainment culture. It all looks like a clown show. Now, this is a picture I appreciate a little more. Just add some melanin to that skin right there. Tighten them locks up a little more. This looks better. He's a little darker. I had to get into it with somebody the other day. I didn't really get into it. I just let him rock out after a while. But boom. For my Christians out there and non-believers, hear this. So whether you believe it or not, this is how it goes. Jesus is the Son of God. And Jesus is God. I always talk about three members of the Godhead. I'm Trinity, whatever. You have God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. All three create one being, one ultimate being. But they all three have very specific roles. I seen somebody explain it pretty good. God is the fire. Jesus is the light of the fire. Holy Spirit is the heat of the fire. All fire. All of this comes from fire. There's a focus. There's three different focuses here. God being the source, Jesus being the light, the Holy Spirit being the heat. But they're all three one. That's just how it goes. This is how it's explained in the book. Whether you believe that or not, when we're talking about these things, we have to be accurate. So she says, I didn't realize proclaiming that Jesus is God was controversial among Christians. I thought that was the point. Understand that we're not all the same Christian, right? You got Catholics, then you got and angelic, I don't know, a bunch of different denominations that I don't even want to get into right now. Everybody kind of loves to do their own thing with the belief. They like to pick and choose what they're going to believe. If they don't like something, they're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. My religion is just Bible. Like I don't care what you call it. Apostolic, Pentecostal, Baptist, Methodist, Catholic. I just follow what the scriptures say, man. At least I try to. Obviously, as you can see, I ain't the most perfect, but we're trying, man. But either way, man, this is what the Bible goes by, man. So you're either going to follow it correctly or maybe just don't follow it at all. You know? So this person says it's a costly misunderstanding. Jesus and God are different. Jesus came on earth to represent God and show people a way back to God. Once again, we're picking and choosing because there are plenty of scriptures that I don't want to start preaching to y'all right now. That's not the point of this video. So I'm not going to get into it, but look them up. Google it. Like, you can Google things and they'll give you the scriptures to back up, or answer your question. There are plenty of scriptures that depict and explain that Jesus was God in the flesh. Go look at John. Go talk to Peter. Go talk to Peter. Look at what Peter wrote. Look at what John wrote. Look at what Paul wrote. They all understand Jesus was God in the flesh. There's plenty of scriptures that explain that Jesus was God in the flesh. So to say that they are different is factually incorrect. The only difference is that Jesus wore a fleshly body. God, the source, never came down himself exactly and took form of this fleshly body. He sent a piece of himself, who is Jesus, who is him, gave him a fleshly body. Yes, Jesus came to earth in part to represent God and show people a way back to him. But to say he wasn't God is incorrect. Jesus is God. John 10:30 NIV, I and the Father are one. That's just one of the many scriptures that tell you straight up, like without question, Jesus is God. Now look at this. Nope. Like, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that you can show people the proof? You can show people the facts, the quotes, and they'll still, nah. This is what I think. This is how I feel. What's the point of being a Christian? Like, just do this. Like, I don't want to encourage anybody to be a non-believer, but if you're not going to believe this stuff correctly, you're wasting your time. Wasting your time. The Lord said, lukewarm Christians, spit them out. Don't want them. You either going to do this right, or we not going to do this at all. And that's not to say, we all mess up sometimes. So that ain't the point. Doing it right is believing it right, not just taking what you want and living by that. You can't do that. It's a waste of time. I'm telling you, like, this right here is bordering on blasphemy, because you're essentially denying that Jesus was who he was. Because I don't know your intentions here. Are you really just ignorant? Or are you purposefully denying that Jesus was God? That's borderline disrespecting the Holy Spirit there. Oh yeah, you realize this is bordering on blasphemy, right? You're like, nope, you can disagree. That's fine. I love Jesus and I love God. Like, bro, they are the same, which is cool. I love Jesus and I love God, but you keep trying to separate them. It's like, no, I'm not here to force a perspective on you. This isn't about perspective. You can't have a perspective on fact. I tell you, the sky is blue. You can't sit here and say, well, from my perspective, it looks kind of violet, but I'm not going to force that on you. Like, no, everybody understands it's blue. Like, unless you're colorblind, the general consensus is it's blue. 2 + 2 = 4. Well, from my perspective, I think 5 is more accurate because no, we can't do that. We can't do that. You can't have a your own perspective on absolute. Like if I say so and so, so and so is top 5 actor in the world right now. Well, from my perspective, I don't think he's that good because A, B, and C. Now we can speak because this is purely opinion based. You can have your very own perspective on that, but when it comes to fact, you can't do that. I won't accept it. Jesus is not Jesus is simply not the same as God, but I understand why you would think that. Once again, we're getting really close to blasphemy here, man. It's like I don't know, man. A lot of y'all would just let it rock. I couldn't let that rock out. Just as respectful as I can, but like no, this is not a thing you can just disagree on. You know, unless you're saying you don't believe the Bible in itself. You don't believe the story in totality. You're calling John and Paul and Peter. We're calling the apostles liars. We're calling John the Baptist a liar. That's what you're doing. You're almost calling Jesus himself a liar. Like you can LOL, nope, all you want. That ain't gonna save you in the end, brother. Trying to throw whatever perspective that you have out there, it's incorrect. So I mean, at this point, I just let it go, man. Because at the end of the day, because look at me, my ego. Because yeah, like it's just that serious for me, whether or not Jesus is God or not. Because like it's about my ego, whether that's true or not. Like please, I'm not about to receive a different perspective that's going against facts. That's insane. I'm supposed to humble myself to you, is what you're telling me. Not that God said my ego, Satan's nature, is not allowing me to humble myself to you because you're the almighty and all-knowing here, apparently. Very much bordering on blasphemy here. Like I said, I don't know if he's really just that ignorant. I hope so, and I hope he can come to the truth at one point. But yeah, high level gaslighting and blasphemy, like insane. Like at that point, we don't need to talk anymore because you clearly just you're saying what you want to say, and I'm not the only one, obviously here that hop on, bro, about this. I mean, we're all here. Lord is not a liar. Jesus says, "Before Abraham was, I am." The Lord was there in the beginning. In the beginning. Let us make man in our image. It was always us. They are all one. Isaiah 9:6, for to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Ironically, he has nothing to say to that. You see, here we go. And I didn't even see this. You can't, this could be interpreted as two separate things combined into one. Like, dude, you're really, really trying. It's like you're far. It's almost reprobatable what you're talking about. What makes you think who do you think he is? When you say he's a representative, who's because angels are representative. Gabriel and Michael are representatives. They don't raise people from the dead. They don't perform miracles. Only God can do such a thing. Jesus Christ himself rose. Like okay, so this is the only thing you need to know here, because if you need proof that Jesus was God in the flesh, Jesus rose from the dead. The only recorded in history. Like we see stories about people dying and coming back to life all the time, right? That's debatable because at the end of the day, I mean, these things only last a few minutes at a time. You know what I'm saying? So whether they were actually dead or not, I believe is debatable. I'm not going to argue about whether that's true or not. Fact of the matter is, these people are only quote unquote dead for a few minutes and then they're back. Jesus was dead for a whole 3 days, a whole 72, and rose. No medical help, no doctors around, nothing. He rose like nothing ever even happened. Perfect. Rose to heaven. He took the keys to the gates of hell and defeated death itself. Jesus did so many unprecedented things. To argue that he's not God is blasphemy. It's blasphemous. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Yeah, we all had to get on over this one. But I digress. That was just crazy to me. Donald Trump is insane because I just kind of got off on a tangent there. I told you I wasn't going to preach, but it's a lot of this that I've been seeing lately that I'm just like, let's get our facts right. If you're a non-believer, then, I mean, maybe this isn't for you. If you are a believer, you need to believe the right thing. WrestleMania is coming up. This isn't exactly a strange tweet. I just thought this was interesting. Too many people in the wrestling community are just extremely toxic, and I've been in a lot of toxic fan spaces. Jordan and LeBron, extremely toxic. Patriots fans, Cowboys fans, extremely toxic. Not as bad as they used to be in the day, but they're toxic. Nicki Minaj fans are toxic. Drake versus Kendrick, that was extremely toxic there for a year and a half. I don't know if it really gets any more toxic than the wrestling community, because, I mean, a lot of people say, like, most things in these spaces are just heavily opinion driven, and it's not super out there. It's just more like, dude, you need to chill out a lot of times. Except for Nicki Minaj fans, for whatever reason, those guys are just, those might actually still be my number one. For whatever reason, you guys need help. The internet wrestling community is so interesting. I'm gonna give some WrestleMania predictions here in a few. Tomorrow, I'll have it uploaded by like Thursday or so. The IWC is so absurd because these guys present whatever as fact when it's simply not true, and then they'll hold on to that so heavy, and they're so sensitive. The IWC hates and loves everybody. This is just the surface, like accusing somebody of not being raised right because you guys have differing opinions on a wrestling segment. I don't know what wrestling segment he's talking about or who he is talking about. But this is typical here. This is so typical. Like, I was talking about Triple H a lot, right? Like, this is how ridiculous the IWC is. For the longest time, everybody's calling Hunter Triple K and Hitler Hurst Helmsley and stuff like that, because apparently he hates black people. Where are those people at? Where'd they go? Oh, they're still here. Because somebody else pointed this out yesterday, and I saw plenty of people under those posts talking about, oh no, he's still racist. He's still Triple K. We still notice. Notice what? We have a black woman going in to WrestleMania as a world champion. We have so much black representation on here. The celebrity involvement that y'all are complaining so much about, half of those guys are black. You want those guys gone so bad? What happened to black representation? Triple H and TKO giving you black representation. Now you don't want it. And then if he nixes them, what happens then? Back to Triple K? You know, like some of the criticisms that, I mean, it just goes beyond. It goes so far beyond of what is necessary. Like, y'all hate and love everybody, You talk crap about the product. You call everybody MAGA supporters and PDFs. You call everybody PDFs. You just make these people out to be horrible, horrible people, and yet you give them your money all the time. You're buying the tickets to the shows. You're watching on a weekly basis. You're hate watching, essentially, which is one of the craziest things to me personally. There's a reason I'm strictly a casual fan these days. Because, yes, wrestling will make you upset. And the stuff I've been seeing lately. But, dude, back in the day, dude, if I didn't want to see it anymore, I wasn't going to watch it. I just stopped watching. You know, you guys are torturing yourselves here, apparently, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm saying, if you want a product to get better, you gotta just part ways with it for a while. You got to, and it happens. There's down periods in wrestling, and there's boom periods. You're gonna have them. You're always gonna have them at this point. We've had plenty. We just went through a little boom period. Unfortunately, that didn't last super long. We're now in a down period. It happens. Just stop watching for a minute. Stop watching. Come back when you find something that interests you again. Y'all be losing your minds over here. Y'all be losing your minds. You start wanting to cuss everybody else out. You start throwing death. Like, remember Ricochet made that horrible tweet to that lady like a month or two ago, and then y'all started sending death threats to his wife, talking about, yeah, we're gonna find. What is wrong with you? You don't even care about that lady that much. Did you tap in with her to see if she was okay? Did you donate to her? She got MS, right? Did you make a donation to her? Did you check in to see if she was okay today? No, but you want to go kill Samantha Irving. For what? Weirdo. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This type of stuff gotta stop. I'll never understand. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand. Disagree to it, bro. It is pro wrestling. You know how nerdy and lame you look when y'all get entirely too passionate about this stuff. Like, hey, have your opinion. Y'all can debate it. I'll debate with y'all sometimes, but once it starts getting to the name calling and just once it start escalating into more than just a wrestling debate, I'm done. It's not that serious. I don't care that much. I don't know why you care that much. Get a life. Go outside. Touch grass. You know. There's a lot because there's just, I don't believe it should never be that serious. Just shouldn't. Why y'all ain't tell me that C-sections was just for girls who had STDs? Well, because it's not, sweetie. Because it's not. I don't know who told you that. They're a liar. I want you to go back and tell them that, hey, you lied to me and you're making me look ridiculous on Twitter right now. You got me over here on Strange Tweet Tuesdays. Please delete this and spare the low reputation that you have. Hey, look, man. See, that's not fair. Somebody told her wrong. Somebody told her wrong. Now, is she too old? She's entirely too old. 30 plus. But you know, not everybody knows. Can't be too mad at people for what they don't know. Just pray for them. And see, this is why you gotta kind of be careful. This is why you gotta be careful, because this is Twitter, and they're very no mercy on Twitter. Facebook is different. Facebook is just a bunch of silliness. Twitter, you guys really get mean and cold hearted on here, man. I'm telling you. Look at this, y'all. Not really a strange tweet once again, but a strange visual. Brock Lesnar has a better shooting star press than Billy Kidman. And look, like, that is a super impressive one too. Like, he literally does like a double clutch in midair. You see that? Like, look. He literally, like, he touches his knees, touches his feet mid rotation.
Brock Lesnar on the top rope. My God!
Like, clean. Shane Helms said, look at the forearm to the face. Yes, that doesn't look too fun. But yeah, dude, just imagine somebody keeps doing this. If he pulls this out at Mania, I will have no words. First of all, man, about 50 years old, he'll never even attempt such a thing ever again in his life. He hasn't done it since WrestleMania 19. You think he's about to do it now? Yeah, nah. I wouldn't even suggest it. Men don't mind doing anything for women. It's the entitlement that ruins everything. And I'm gonna be honest, yeah. It's like sometimes it's the fact that if we're dating, yeah. Obviously, you know, you gotta do nice things for each other. You gotta do some nice things for your girl, man. Obviously, like, hold the door for her, open the door for her, get her flowers, take her on dates. That's the basic stuff that shouldn't even have to be asked, right? But then when it comes to certain other things, like you really want all this money, you just want to get in our pockets so bad, and you think it's just supposed to go that way. A lot of times, y'all don't reciprocate at all. Zero reciprocation. Absolutely zero. But, you know, you men got to do absolutely everything. And then I see, like, on my, like, dude, I see too many guys that don't do anything at all for y'all and dog y'all out. Y'all just sit there and take it. And then you come to a guy like me, bring that same attitude, but now you feel entitled because I'm supposed to make up for where he fell short, and you don't think you need to do anything. That's when I'm gonna kick you to the curb too. Figure it out, man. Women have such a big ego. Y'all think y'all don't. It's really crazy how, like, delusional a lot of our women are these days. Not everybody, but a lot of these women these days are totally 100% delusional. You really want to have your cake and eat it too. Like, my dating experience has been absolutely horrible. It's been horrible. I've had a woman that I used to talk to, no job, no income, ever, tell me that she was doing everything. I did the cooking too, by the way. She bought the food with her food stamps, and I cooked it. Somehow she did everything. They'll just flip the script on you. Like, that's why a lot of these times I see women say certain things and talk about certain experience, and I'm really taking it with a grain of salt at this point, because from my experience, y'all just be capping. Y'all just say anything at this point. That's been my experience. Like, straight habitual liars. Like, y'all have a problem with lying, and then some of y'all will openly admit you're liars. And then I had a girl who openly admitted she was a liar. So I'm already on some this is a red flag, obviously. Then she lied blatantly, and then lied again by saying, I don't lie. Everybody that knows me knows I don't lie. Oh, good grief, man. Good grief. I don't know. Like, y'all will tell lies that are so blatantly not true that now I'm starting to get mad because I think you're calling me stupid. Like, that's kind of how I start viewing stuff like that. Like, you're calling me stupid because you're not even putting any effort into this lie. You know, you're not even putting any, like, they say women are much better at hiding things than men. Not in my experience. I've caught every single woman I've talked to up every time. Every time. I don't know, man. Am I really just that smart? Or do y'all just need to step your game up? It is the entitlement, because y'all really think y'all can do what y'all should be able to do whatever. Y'all really think y'all should be able to do whatever and it just be cool. I'm still supposed to blow money on you. No. My ex, I was with her for 6 years. I was young and dumb. Anytime I mess up, I got hand and foot. She mess up, I don't get nothing. Nathan. Like, I'm getting criticized for actually wanting more than just a I'm sorry. Cause after about the 10th time, I'm tired of I'm sorry. I don't want to hear I'm sorry no more. It's that entitlement, man. I ain't even about to get all into it. See, entitlement, it ruins everything. No, I don't want to do anything for you now because you're terrible. You feel me? Men don't mind doing things for women. They just don't like being taken for granted. Thank you. That's the bottom line there. That's the bottom line there. Cause like I'm the type of dude that wants to do things for you. Like I'm the type of dude that definitely like buys flowers, and go figure, most of the women I buy flowers for, they don't care about them. Y'all lie so much. Every girl wants flowers. Same girls that'll post that bull crap, I buy them flowers. I don't really like flowers like that. I don't really care for flowers. And we're not gonna say it's not because they didn't like you like that. Because if they didn't like me like that, when I decided to leave them alone, they would have stayed gone. But they always seem to try to find their way crawling back every time. There's only one. There's only one that hasn't tried it yet. But that day is coming. Because that man ain't gonna hold your hand for too much longer. I bet you. Alright, now we're getting into gossip territory. Let me stop. This is very personal. Very personal. Throwing subliminals right now, but they know. They ain't even gonna see this. They know. And when they do come crawling back, I'm gonna send you crawling the other way. Welcome to the gulag, man. Fight for your survival. Like the rest of us.